For me, it all started in the parish group. It was there that I met a priest and some seminarians. I immediately noticed something special about their relationship, a unity that went beyond the categories in my own mind. This experience unleashed a sense of real freedom within me, as I had never felt before. Committing myself to live like them, I felt Jesus calling me to live this love to the full, and so I decided to become a priest.
Manolo, 22 years of age, from Spain. His story is that of many other young men like him. Young men from every corner of the world, sons of our time, for whom the ideal of unity has been the decisive reason to give their lives to God forever.
One, so that all may be one. May we be one like the Father and the Son. One, so that all may be one, so that the world may believe and be one.
December 29th, 1994. The hall of the Mariapolis Center in Castel Gandolfo is filled with 900 seminarians representing 71 different nationalities and coming from dioceses all over the world: Bulgaria, Lithuania, Canada, Thailand, Kenya, Colombia. Also present are about 50 seminary formators, along with 15 future ministers of other Christian denominations: Orthodox, Evangelical Lutheran, Reformed Church and Anglican. It was a long-awaited event. 4 days of meetings and a sharing of experiences to prove that the unity we all seek and desire is possible. Unity among different mentalities and cultures, among different churches and ecclesial communities, unity between North and South, between the peoples of East and West.
E allora apriamo questo nostro incontro.
Numerous messages greeted the opening of the Congress. Among them, that of Bishop Dionigi Tettamanzi, Secretary General of the Italian Bishops' Conference, who called the meeting a precious gift for the Church, and expressed the hope that the spiritual gifts that have blossomed and grown within the Focolari movement may constitute and offer a good contribution to the lives of seminarians as well. Cardinal Pio Laghi, prefect of the Congregation for Catholic Education, celebrated the opening Mass.
There are only 5 years left before the year 2000. So you young people who are preparing yourselves for this great adventure, may you really be good evangelizers, following the example of Chiara and of so many other exemplary priests, and above all, I should say, following the example of our Holy Father, John Paul II.
One, so that all may be one, is not just the title of a congress. It's the synthesis, the application of Jesus' mandate to the apostles. It's a challenge open to everyone, and in a special way to those who have answered the call to the priesthood. The ideal of unity stresses the transition from a predominantly individualistic spirituality to one which is strongly communitarian, one which is built on sharing, is open to dialogue, and is nourished by a love which is ready to give up life itself for one's neighbor, and which precisely for this reason is able to make an impact on the world today. Unity is the word which can best synthesize the work and the charism of the Focolari movement, founded by Chiara Lubich in 1943. In a bomb shelter beneath the rubble, a group of young girls gathered around her and, opening the Gospel, read the testament pronounced by Jesus before his death. Father, may they all be one. And while the war was destroying everything around them, those young people understood that these words would change their lives forever, instituting a legacy of light for the modern world, for the whole of humanity.
The timelessness of this charism for our days lies in the fact that, through the Holy Spirit, God highlights and enlightens the word unity, which he had already spoken, as the letter to the Hebrews tells us, once and for all in Jesus Christ. It's a word which the Church and all of humanity are waiting for today. But without the action of the Holy Spirit, they would never be able to understand it completely and to live it fully. We need the action of the Holy Spirit, who guides the Church, who guides humanity along the paths of history towards the whole truth.